Hey, what's up? I'm Breanne Williamson. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, we are recapping the final episode, the big finale of the Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2. If you've missed it, I have recapped every single episode right here on my channel, so you can check out the playlist, you can watch all of those. And yes, I will be back tomorrow recapping the reunion, but today we are going to talk about the final episode. Thank you all for being here for my first ever reaction series to a queer reality television show. I want to do it again, so please comment down below and let me know what LGBTQ plus reality TV you want me to react to next. I'm hoping that it's something that has been out for a while, maybe, diving into a little bit of sapphic reality TV history, selfishly also so that I don't have to try and keep up with an insane amount of episodes. Why does Netflix do this? Why do they drop in 8 days time 10 episodes, Wednesday and then Wednesday, 7 and 3? Trying to keep up with that was insane, but it was so much fun. But yeah, let me know what you want me to react to next, and make sure to join my text list, because on my text list, I will be sending out the watch along games for whatever reality TV we react to together next. Also, because hopefully we'll be doing an older reality TV show, I will actually be live watching and reacting with all of you, meaning showing the clips right here on screen, which I think will be a fun switch up. It was just too much to try and get around with Netflix snagging those copyrights on a brand new show. And with that, before we jump in, please don't lose me. Subscribe, turn your post notifications on. It means the world to me. It really helps me out as a queer creator. It takes 2 seconds and it's free to do. And it truly changes things for me here on this channel. And we're so close to that 100,000 subscriber button. So I'm so excited for this community and where it's going. Thank you so much for your support. Let's dive in to episode 9. And your question for the comments today is, now that you've watched the whole season, what is the couple that you ship the most, regardless of whether they're still together or not? Now, this episode's all about making decisions. They're all deciding whether to leave with their original partner engaged, leave alone, or leave engaged to their trial wife. 3 options for everyone. The episode kicks off with Haley and Megan having a sit-down talk. First and foremost, we have a new Megan hair reveal. Oh, I'll put the couples up on screen for you right here. Megan's new hair threw me for a loop. I was like, wow, you can tell it's a special day because we got a new hairstyle. And I thought she looked great. But I thought she was also gaslighting the shit out of Haley, as she was in the previous episode. And I did not love this conversation or how it went down. It felt, once again, very watered down. It felt like she was just being very dismissive to what her and Haley experienced together. I think all of us watching could see what a deep bond that was, see how much they leaned on one another, how much they communicated. There was clearly a lot of physicality, and I just thought that she continued to be very unfair and dismissive to Haley about their experience and their bond together. We also see Haley give Megan a gift, and it appears to be a rolled up t-shirt, and she said it was something she purchased for Megan that she was hoping would arrive before their 3 weeks was up, but they never show us the damn shirt. What was on the shirt? I need to know. It is killing me. I don't know why, but I really want to know. Like, the fact that she gave it to her still means that it was like a message or something important, in my opinion. Because if it was just like a silly little gift, like, oh, you said you liked Pokemon, so here was a Pokemon shirt, I feel like she would have just tossed it. I don't know. It felt so strange that she didn't show it. The audacity that it ends with Megan telling Haley that she should apologize to Dana. What? Pardon me? I don't know. Megan has just completely lost the plot. She's spinning everything, and it ends with Haley, good for her, saying that she wants nothing to do with Megan. Next, we see AJ and Brittany. Spoiler alert, they got engaged. I'm super happy for them. They seem super cute together, and after watching the whole series, they are my favorite couple. I do think the producers did them dirty that they got engaged on what appeared to be a gravel pit. I could hear that under Brittany's beautiful heels, and I did not appreciate that location. AJ again brings up the business though, and I'm like, what is with lesbians hating people with jobs? First Brittany's business, we had the food truck saga, too much work on the food truck. Like, sapphics, it's okay for people to have jobs. But they're engaged, they look beautiful together, and I'm so happy for them. Next up, we have Haley and Pilar, who also got engaged. I have thoughts. I think it is too soon for them to get engaged. There was too much to unpack, too many emotions. I think Pilar was in an extremely heightened emotional space, unpacking the family trauma and working through that. I think she was grasping to keep Haley around because of that. I think Haley would have absolutely gone home with Megan had Megan reciprocated her feelings or continued to. I definitely think that Pilar felt like the second option because Megan dipped. Because of that, because it was only 3 weeks later, I think it was way too soon to get engaged. I think they should have taken more time to unpack what the fuck just happened, because a lot happened with Haley and Megan. So despite me being happy for them, I thought it was a little strange that there was clearly so much emotion going on with the Haley Megan saga, and so quickly they got engaged, Pilar and Haley. I thought that was a little weird. I think if I was Pilar watching it all back, I would think like, were you 100% then? Because it seemed like you were still unpacking a lot and maybe hopeful in other areas. Like, for example, right before they get engaged, right before, Pilar says to Haley, how was seeing Megan? And Haley says, all of that doesn't matter. It kind of does. It kind of does matter. The fact that your partner right before proposing has to ask how it just went down with Megan, and then you're like, nah, that doesn't matter. I think it does matter. It felt so it just felt so weird. It felt weird. Next up, we have Ashley and Marita. Spoiler alert, they do not get engaged. They completely swapped places in terms of what they wanted. Ashley came in wanting nothing more than to get engaged to Marita, and Marita left wanting to be engaged, but Ashley said, nah, I'm out. I want to know if production released the cat. There was a cat that walked in front of their engagement spot or potential engagement spot. And Marita was like, is that a bad sign? And Ashley was like, yeah. Painful. It leaves on a very unclear note though, because their letters to each other, which again, why are we doing these vows? We're not getting married. The letters feel weird, but the letters to each other kind of went back and forth. Like, I love you, but blah, 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 blah. And then when they left, it was like a breakup, but then Ashley also said, I don't want to lose you. So it feels like it's still in limbo. But then in the interview afterwards, Ashley's like, I had to let her go because I love her. Weird. I think to be continued on them. Next up, we have Bridget and Kyle. I absolutely love and live for that Bridget could not keep those toned arms caged up for more than a moment on TV. She took that blazer off, tossed it to the side. She said, I'm back in a vest, baby, and y'all are gonna see these toned arms. I thought it was so funny that the production made a big deal out of this. I was like, is there some sort of reveal going on? Like, what's the big deal about this jacket? Like, they showed the whole thing, then they showed the jacket on the ground. There was sound effects when the jacket hit the ground, then the jacket kind of like slowly moved out of frame. It was just so funny. But I love that at the end of the day, Bridget, they got their guns out, and I appreciate it because they look great. But they were like, no. There's not going to be a single frame on this television where these arms are covered up, okay? At one point, I thought the jacket situation might be some sort of a magic trick. They were making such a big deal out of it. Like the way they edited around it and stuff. So funny. But they are engaged and they seem really happy, and I ship them as a couple. So congratulations, Bridget and Kyle. Next, we see Dana and Mel have a conversation, and I'm speechless. Dana says, I'm going to love you forever. Mel is kind of shutting her down, and Dana goes on to say, you don't want a friendship with me? Like, she seems actually angry that Mel doesn't want to continue to be in her life despite her wanting to be with Megan. I'm like, no, this person doesn't want to be a friend of yours. Like, they love you. Like, they said they're in love with you. They're willing to leave Marie to be with you, obviously. So it still felt like Dana was trying to continue to keep Mel in her back pocket, in my opinion. Despite choosing Megan, she still wanted Mel to continue kind of chasing her. The whole thing felt very toxic. It ends with Dana seemingly kind of convincing Mel out of proposing to Marie, which in my opinion was so disrespectful. I'm like, at this point, you've made your choice. Now you need to stay out of their relationship. Despite me agreeing with her, I think her reasons for trying to tell Mel that maybe she shouldn't be with Marie were probably self-serving. Next, we see Dana and Megan again. Conversations right before engagements. Gotta love it. Dana says to Megan, how'd it go with Haley? Megan said, it's a long story. We don't have to talk about it right now. Then there are more letters. The ChatGPT vows come out. Like, what is going on? Megan gets down and proposes, and then Dana appears to have Dana has the least enthusiastic yes of all time. She was kind of just like, yes. It was weird. It was weird. And then Dana reproposes, but she doesn't get it down on a knee because she's worried about her dress splitting, which fair enough. I don't know. It just seemed so soon. We've just watched Dana have this conversation with Mel, and then it goes into this. It still seems so messy. But Dana and Megan are engaged, so congratulations to them. And finally, we have Mel and Marie, who are engaged, but let me just say, this was one of the most cringy, awkward, uncomfortable, disingenuous engagements I've ever witnessed in my life. And that says a lot because most engagements that I've witnessed have been on reality television. First, in her spiel, Mel says, I'm sure tomorrow I will be unsure. You're just about to propose and you're telling the person that you're still switching back and forth and tomorrow you'll probably still be unsure about them? Then she pulls out a fucking ring pop. I'm like, don't you think you've put this girl through enough? Then you're gonna pull out the ring pop? What the fuck is going on? Then finally she actually proposes and she says a line that just when you think it can't get worse, it keeps getting worse. She says, just answer quick because I'm going to throw myself in that lake very soon. What the fuck? Imagine being proposed to and you're trying to be happy. Like Marie clearly through all of this is just trying to be excited in the moment despite Mel acting like a literal lunatic. And the person who's proposing looking up at you and being like, can you just hurry this up? Because I feel like throwing myself in that fucking lake. Oh my God. I was screaming at my television for Marie to say no. But she doesn't. She says yes. And then a few minutes later, Mel literally says to her, did you say yes? Because I blacked out. Like she doesn't even remember if she said yes. Then Marie is like, I love you. And instead of saying I love you back after all the weird bullshit Mel just did in this proposal, Mel responds to Marie saying I love you by saying, since when? And Marie says, forever. And Mel says, nothing. So that's the end of season 2 of the Ultimatum Queer Love. And wow, was it something special. On the next video here on my channel, I am going to talk about the reunion. I'm going to talk about the rumors outside of the reunion that I've seen on social media. I'm also going to compare and contrast my initial predictions of who is going to stay together and who is going to break up. And all that will be coming to my channel on Wednesday. Make sure you are subscribed, turn your post notifications on, and I will see you on Wednesday. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this series, and it's really not over yet because I'll see y'all on Wednesday. But comment down below what reality series you want me to react to next. Bye.